Vocational experts are professionals who are knowledgeable in the local labor market. Some, like Dr. Manges, have a doctorate degree, and like him, have served as an expert for the U.S. government, Social Security Administration, state agencies like the Bureau of Workers' Compensation, and the Industrial Commission, besides being hired by attorneys and the spouses themselves. In order to determine the earnings of an unemployed or underemployed spouse, increasingly, experts like Dr. Manges are being used by matrimonial attorneys to evaluate a spouse's earning capacity. Employability expert testimony can be used to lower alimony and/or child support payments. The vocational expert concentrates the evaluation on determining the type of work, experience, and skills the spouse has at the time of the evaluation. This process consists of gathering information from multiple sources, including the ex-spouse's work history, interests, aptitudes, and by conducting an in-person evaluation. Sometimes it is necessary for the retaining spouse's attorney to file a motion to compel the ex-spouse to appear for an evaluation. It is essential to the assessment to determine the age, education, past work experience, previously learned skills, and medical limitations, if any, of the unemployed or underemployed spouse. The expert will take a detailed work history and classify the spouse's previous jobs using the U.S. Department of Labor's Dictionary of Occupational Titles. This process includes an assessment of the job's aptitudes and skills, which are used to perform a transferability of skills evaluation. A battery of vocational tests to assess the spouse's achievement levels, skills, and aptitudes may be administered. The vocational expert will perform transferability of skills evaluation to determine what type of occupation the unemployed or underemployed ex-spouse can perform. Based on this data, the vocational expert will determine what jobs, if any, an unemployed or underemployed spouse can perform, as well as what these jobs pay in the local labor market. In addition, Dr. Manges will document the availability of jobs in the local geographical area the ex-spouse can perform. The salaries for the open jobs are compared to the average earnings of the same jobs in the ex-spouse's geographical area, as reported by federal and state government wage surveys. The testimony of this information by a vocational expert is important in assigning the future earning capacity of a spouse and will affect the hearing officer or judge's determination of alimony and/or child support payments. Recent cases of under- and unemployed spouses have included a computer engineer who chose only to work part-time and at a reduced wage to prevent the other spouse from being adequately compensated for their years of marriage. Another example was a national hospital consultant who chose to take a lesser, well-paying job so they could travel rather than a permanent job with one employer who actually paid more than the consultancy. Still another example was a teacher who only wanted to work as a substitute and to ask their ex-spouse to subsidize their income until retirement. In each of these circumstances, Dr. Manges was able to locate open jobs and their respective salaries, which were then compared to the average earnings of the jobs according to the U.S. Department Bureau of Labor Statistics. The magistrate used this information to impute earnings onto the under- or unemployed spouse based on Dr. Manges' expert testimony. Dr. Manges offers vocational expert services throughout Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, and West Virginia. To see how Dr. Manges can help you in evaluating a spouse in a divorce case, please visit his site at drmanges.com or call 513-784-1333 for our professional qualifications, fee schedule, and a free consultation to see if Dr. Manges can help you with your spousal support evaluation and testimony.